This video is brought to you by Squarespace. So for the past several months, I've been using the new Shimoda 35-liter Explorer version 2, and I wanted to share with you guys what I think of the bag in this video. This is not a sponsored video. They did send me this for review, and spoiler alert, it's a pretty awesome bag. Let's jump into it. What's different from the version 1? Well, there's quite a few different things. First of all, the colors. So I would like to think that I had something to do with that because I complained so loudly about the color that was available in the version 1. If you remember, it came in that kind of seafoam green, and the blue wasn't bad. It was kind of a dark navy blue. But now they come in black, and then they also come in that kind of army green, the same colors that the Action X comes in. So colors are different. Also, the pockets are different. The version 1 had a very large kind of pocket that was the same material, this ripstop material, as the rest of the bag. Now there are these mesh bags that are kind of adopted from the Action X series. I like these a lot better because they're mesh. First of all, they're lighter, they're not as clumsy, and they don't fill full of junk and sand. These, you know, all the dirt and sand falls right out of these, and there's one on both sides. They're a little bit smaller than the version 1, but I really do like the new pockets. Also, the straps are different. Both the back panel and these straps have this kind of, I don't know, mesh material, and the idea for this is that it's a very breathable fabric. Right now it's like 100 degrees here just outside of Tucson, Arizona, and while I still sweat, I feel like I'm not sweating as much as I would with a different bag. You know, the straps on the Shimoda bags are probably one of the biggest selling points because they are so comfortable when you put them on. The reason they're so comfortable is because these straps are so wide. They're so wide that it really distributes the weight, you know, across a wider surface area. The downside to that normally is that, you know, more surface area means less breathing and you sweat a little bit more. That's probably one of the downsides to the earlier versions, but these mesh straps and the mesh back does help a lot with that. You still sweat. It's not, you know, it's not perfect, but it's way better and very, very comfortable. So the other thing that they've done that is really smart and that's different than previous bags is that they've shortened the overall height of it a little bit, at least this internal frame. So I have the 35-liter bag here, and it's guaranteed to fit on any domestic American flight. I've also flown with this to Iceland. It did just fine there. The 30-liter is designed to fit on any European flight for their maximum carry-on. The smallest bag is guaranteed to fit on any Asian flight. So they've really considered the carry-on size when designing the bag. So also different on these bags are the way that the pockets are designed. So if you remember the original bag, it had one zippered pocket, which was designed for your phone. It used to be that a full size, this is a 11 Max Pro, it used to be that a phone that size would not fit in a pocket, but now they easily fit even with the case. And then the other pocket was like a stretchy pocket. Now they've added a zipper, kind of like in the Action X series. Actually, I think it's pretty much identical to the Action X series. It's got a stretchy material so you can still put a water bottle in here, or you can zip it up and put things like keys or phone or whatever in this pocket. Definitely like the pocket design. Fits a nice Starbucks water bottle and works really well. They've also put this little strap here you see on the inside of the pocket, and what that's designed for is you could put like a Rode Wireless Go on here. This is actually my headlamp, but you could put a Rode Wireless Go here, zip it up, and then, you know, if you're a video creator, have your microphone right here. Or what I like to do is put my headlamp on here, and you can kind of have like a headlamp strapped to you like that if you're into such things. Another difference from the version 1 is that, like in the Action X, you can remove the waist belt. I personally really like that because most of the time I don't wear my waist belt, but I'm happy to report that those of us that are a little bit larger, the waist belt is a little bit longer. So if you're a bigger guy like me, it's not quite so hard on the self-esteem because it will reach around. There's no need for any kind of really embarrassing extension. Yeah, or you can just take it off. Also, it does have an adjustable harness system, so tall people can use the large setting, medium, small setting, and you know, you can get it to really fit your back really well. It's got 3 handles now. It's got a handle on the top, so you can grab it. It's got a handle on the side, so you can carry it like luggage, but it also has a handle on the bottom. And the cool part about that is I find I actually use it quite a bit, because when I'm using my bag and I have it on the ground, but I need to move my bag, I can grab it like this and shift it over, and it's pretty nice. So inside, they've increased the size of the laptop pouch. That's really nice, because before you couldn't really get a 15-inch inside, but now I can easily fit my 15-inch Dell XPS in here, no problem. Shuts no problem. It's a much better design than the old one. I have it paired, I believe this is the extra large core unit, and I can easily get all of my gear in here. Right now I don't have a lot, but typically I'll have my main camera, my main mounted camera body in the center, then I'll have a couple lenses here, and then sometimes I'll have my telephoto up here, I'll have my video camera here, and I can still get another lens there. With this particular ICU, you can fit tons of stuff. On this particular trip, I only brought 1 bag. I just put all of my camera gear down here, and then I still had enough space up top for extra clothing and all of that stuff. So it does have quite a bit of space. You know, you can easily take an extra jacket or whatever, and it travels really well on an airline. Also different is this back pocket. So it's still got, in the very back, it's got a pocket that goes the full length of the bag. It's great for stuffing coats or whatever in here. I keep my camera batteries back here. On this side, I keep SD cards. It's got a pouch here for like a hydration bladder. It's also got the little hangy thing for a hydration bladder. But in addition to this full length pocket, it's got this pocket halfway down. When I'm traveling, this is typically where I put my headphones and like charging cables, stuff like that. When I'm on a photo trip, you know, in a cold weather situation, this is where I put my, you know, like gloves or a beanie or whatever back there. And then, like I said, it's also got another bag on the side. A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video. I have used Squarespace for a very long time. In fact, I've pretty much used Squarespace from the beginning of my whole photography thing. The reason I use it is because, well, it's really easy. When I need to update one of my portfolios, I can simply just drag some photos into the particular gallery where they belong, reorder them, and I'm good to go. It's nice because I don't know how to code, but I can easily update my website because Squarespace makes it really easy. So if you're ready to put together your own portfolio website, you can simply go to squarespace.com/nickpage and you're gonna get your 14-day free trial there. And if you use the offer code nickpage at checkout, you'll get 10% off your first purchase. So thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video. Okay, back to the review. So like I said, I've taken this thing all over, a bunch of different climates. I've taken it to Iceland, taken it southwest storm chasing. I've flown with it multiple times, and it's been a really solid bag. And I think it's the first bag that I've ever had that I couldn't nitpick something. There's usually something wrong with it, something I wish it was different. I wish the tripod mounted different. I wish that the waist belt came off. I wish the colors were different. There's none of this with this bag. It's really the first bag that I can't nitpick in some way. That's saying something, because I've owned a ton of camera bags, but this is definitely going to be my bag going forward. I'm still hanging on to my Action X bag because it'll hold a lot more winter gear. So the Action X kind of becomes my winter bag, so I can throw big heavy coats in here. But for summertime shooting or times where you're going to be wearing your coat, you don't need to be able to put it in your bag. This is going to be a great fit for a lot of people. So it's an awesome bag. There's not much else I can say about it. Yeah. All right, so hopefully this has been useful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, everybody.